Hello crafties, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the pineapple stitch. So this is a motif-like pattern and it's in theory easy. I just had to have patience when I decided to sit down and learn this stitch. It's very beautiful. I've seen it made into all sorts of lovely projects and things. This is my swatch. My lovely swatch. So today I'm going to be showing you guys, or I'm trying to do a quick tutorial, kind of more or less, on how to do this stitch. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in. Okay guys, so what you're going to need basically is a crochet hook and some yarn that matches the gauge, and we're going to start off with a slip knot. Okay. So to work this motif pattern, you are going to want to chain in increments of 15 plus 1. So in my swatch, I had a count of 30 plus 1 for turning, and I'm going to do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then that extra 1. So for this pattern, I have seen it worked in a couple of different ways. So some people, like right off the bat, start working their pattern. I like to do a row of single crochets to give this thing kind of a basis instead of working into the chain. It's so terrible and wonky. So that's what this extra 1 is. And I'm just going to work in the second chain from my hook and create a single crochet. And I'm going to create a single crochet in each of the stitches along for a total of 30. So if you want to pause right now and do that, so be it. I'm not going to do this single crochet row on camera. Alright, so I have my 30 single crochets all done. Now what we can do is chain up 3. I prefer the alternative turning chain, so I'm going to use that. If you want to learn how to use that, I have a tutorial back on the channel from September, so I'll probably be linking it at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But you can use whichever method you want to use. So I'm just going to turn and I'm going to chain up 3. Okay. And then we're going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Oops. 1, 2. And so that chain of 3, or that turning chain, it does count as a stitch. So you should have a total of 3 stitches. Okay, and so now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to skip the next 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to treble crochet into that 5th one. We're going to be putting 7 treble crochets in there. So insert your hook, make sure you're yarning over twice. Okay, there's 1. And there's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. And then 7. Alright, and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to skip the next 4 stitches. Now be careful because this one right next to these trebles can look a little hidden, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to double crochet into that 5th single crochet on this row. Alright, and now we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, so that's a total of 6 double crochets. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to be repeating basically this side of our pattern. So basically for this pattern, what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. It's just like a good old math problem. So what we're going to do is skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to put 7 treble crochets into that 5th single crochet. Again, make sure you're yarning over twice. It can be super duper tricky when you switch between doubles and trebles. Kind of like when I do the Bavarian stitch. Yeah, anyway. 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Okay, now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we are going to skip the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to double crochet into that 5th one. And you're going to make 2 more on this row, so for a total of 3 double crochets. And going into that last one. Alright, and that is the end of row 2. Let's go on to row 3. Alright, row 3. So what we want to do is go on and chain up those 3. I'm going to do that. Three. Alright, and so like I said, this chain of 3 will always count as a stitch. So we're going to make 1 more double crochet in that next stitch for a total of 2. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to go directly into the top of this first treble crochet from the previous row, and we're going to double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1. And we're going to double crochet into the next treble crochet. We're not skipping anything. And we're going to chain 1. And we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next stitch. I'm going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next stitch. And I'm going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next stitch. And I'm going to double crochet I'm sorry, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to double crochet into that last treble crochet. Awesome. So you should have 7 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain spaces, and it should look like this, just like a little fan. Alright, and so now we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we are going to skip this chain 2 space from the previous row, as well as this first double crochet from the first row, and we are going to double crochet into that second double crochet from the previous row. Alright, and then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch, and the next stitch, and the next stitch, for a total of 4 double crochets. Alright, and then I am going to, in fact, chain 2. And we're going to repeat what we did on the other side of this motif, and double crochet into that first treble crochet, chain 1, then you're going to double crochet into the next stitch, and so on and so forth until you get across this fan. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, chain 1, then double crochet. Come on. Watch your tension, guys. Watch your tension. You guys are like, practice what you preach, Infiniti. Like, yeah, well, you know. I can't help my heavy-handedness. Alright, so then I'm going to chain 2. We're skipping this chain 2 space as well as that first double crochet from the previous row, and we're going to double crochet in the last 2 double crochet. This is looking great so far. Alright, let's move on to what? Row 4? Row 4. Alright, row 4. This might end up being a longer tutorial than I want it to be. Oh my gosh. Anyway, row 4, we're going to turn, we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then we are going to double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to chain 2. And then we are going to not work into this next double crochet, but into that chain space. And we are just going to single crochet. Okay. Then you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to single crochet into that next chain space. Then chain 3, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain space. And we're just going to keep doing that for the next few chain spaces. Alright, So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these spaces. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is go on ahead and chain 2. And then we are going to skip this chain space, skip this first, double crochet from the previous row, and we're going to work into the next one, making a double crochet, and then we're going to do another double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to chain 2. We're going to single crochet into the next chain space. And then we're going to chain 3. And basically, like I said, repeat what we did on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, single crochet in that next chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain space. So this pattern is really repetitive and it just takes a lot of patience to do, but it does yield some really lovely results. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And so we should also have 5 of these loops on this side, and we do. Great. So now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Skip that first, or skip this double crochet, skip the chain 2 space, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in the last 2 stitches of the row. Cool. You can already see the pineapple like shaping up. I'm so happy. Okay, for row 5. Row 5, we are going to chain up, 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to double crochet into that next stitch. Alright, and then we're going to chain 2, single crochet into that chain 3 space, chain 3, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep doing that, chain 3. Single crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in that last chain 3 space. Okay, and now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. We're going to yarn over and skip this chain 2 space and double crochet in the top of those 2 double crochet from the previous row. Alright, we're going to chain 2 and single crochet into that first chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. So for this row, you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 of these chain 3 spaces, and then we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we are going to double crochet into those last 2 stitches. And this is what it looks like. Okay, let's move on to row 6. Row 6. So again, we're going to chain up our 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what we want to do is go on ahead. This row is going to be a little different. We are going to put 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So basically the motif is working like as we're bringing stitches inward in the motif, we have to compensate for those for the outside and center stitches. And you'll see what I'm talking about pretty soon. So we're going to chain 2. And we are going to single crochet into that chain space. That chain 3 space. Oh my gosh. 2, 3. Single crochet into that next chain 3 space. Chain 3. 2, 3. Let me make sure I'm good and focused there. And we're going to single crochet into that next chain 3 space. Chain 3. Single crochet into that last chain 3 space. Okay, and we're going to chain 2. 1, 2, as normal. And then we're going to work 2 double crochets in this first double crochet. So there's 1 double crochet, and there's 2 double crochet. Great. Now we're going to do it again. We're going to make another increase basically in the second double crochet. So there's 1, and then there's 2. Alright. Okay, and now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to single crochet into this first chain 3 space. Chain 3. Single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Alright, you should have a total of 3 chain 3 spaces for this row per pineapple, and we're going to chain 2. Skip this chain 2 space. Put 2 double crochet in the first double crochet stitch, and then yarn over. We are going to put 1 in that last one. Alright, this is row 6. Let's scoot along to row 7. Row 7? I think this is row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're row 7. Okay, so gonna chain up 3. And for row 7, we are going to be increasing again. So we're going to put 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in this next stitch. Chain 2. And we're going to work that single crochet in that first chain 3 space. Chain 3. Work a single crochet in that next chain 3 space. chain 3, work that single crochet in that last chain 3 space for a total of 2 chain 3 spaces. So we are going to chain 2, and I'm sorry I go between pencil and like knife holding my hook. I just tend to do that for whatever odd reason. Alright, so now what we want to do is place 2 double crochet. Sorry, I'm reading my pattern. You want to place 2 double crochet in this first double crochet, and you want to work 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then you want to work 2 double crochet in the last stitch. All these numbers, you know, they just get jumbled up eventually. Alright, then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to work in those chain 3 spaces just like we did on the other side. Alright, we're going to chain 2, and we are going to put 2 double crochet in this first double crochet, a double crochet in the next stitch, and a double crochet in the last stitch. Gorgeous. Okie dokie. So now I've already chained up my 3. I'm going to put a double crochet in the next stitch, a double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 double crochet in this last stitch here. I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to single crochet in this chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet in this next chain 3 space, then I'm going to chain 2. Now in this next double crochet I'm going to work 2 double crochets, then I'm going to work a double crochet in the next stitch, just 1, and 1 in the next stitch, and 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in this last stitch. Now I'm going to chain 2 and work in those chain 3 spaces. So single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. I'm going to chain 2, two double crochets in this first stitch, skipping that chain 2 space. One in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and 1 in the last stitch. Let's do row 9. Okay, row 9. I've already chained up 3. We are going to put 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2 double crochets in this last stitch. Pulling up more yarn. Okay. And then we are going to chain 2, single crochet in this chain 3 space, and then we're going to chain 2, and we are going to work 2 double crochet into this first double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to put 2 double crochet in this last stitch. Alright, and we're going to chain 2 now. 1, 2, single crochet into that chain 3 space, then chain 2. We're going to work not in this chain space, but in this first double crochet, we're going to work 2 double crochet. And then 1 double crochet in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Alright, row 10. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So I've chained up my 3. We are going to we are going to double crochet in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to put 2 double crochets in this last double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2 after we make that other double crochet. Alright, now we're going to chain 2. And we are just going to skip over this little area where we did the chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. We're going to work right into this first stitch and place 2 double crochets there. And then we're going to put a double crochet in each of the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches. Alright, we're going to put 2 double crochet in this last double crochet. We will then chain 2, 1, 2, and then we will work 2 double crochet atop of that next double crochet, skipping that chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. You can see that now we have like a full pineapple formed, which is great. And basically the next row, which is our last row, will be starting off your next set of motifs, which is really great. But okay, double crochet. Now we're gonna double crochet in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. And then we're going to turn our work, chain up by 3, and I will show you row 11. Alright, row 11. So basically with row 11, we're back to basics, like literally back to basics. And so row 11 is a mirror of basically row 2. So what we're going to do is, now that we've chained up 3, we're going to double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then we are going to chain 2. You're going to skip these next 4 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to work 7 treble crochets into this chain 2 space. Again, make sure you're yarning over twice with these trebles, guys. Don't want to have a bunch of double crochets where they shouldn't be. There's 5, 6, and then 1 more, which is 7. Okay, now we are going to chain 2. 1, 2, and we're going to skip the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to double crochet right into that 5th double crochet, and then we're going to make a double crochet into the next one, basically into the next 5. So there's 2, 3, you should have a total of 6, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Oh, after you chain 2, we did our 7 triple crochets. After you chain 2, you are going to skip the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work 2 double crochets into that 5th stitch. One double crochet in the next stitch. 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And then 2 double crochets into that next stitch. Then we are going to skip the next 4 stitches, chain 2, work 7 treble crochets in this chain space. Five, 6. Alright, gonna sit it back down. Had to kind of power charge that battery a little bit. But anywho, so let's see. I have 6. We're gonna do that 7th one. Yarning over twice. Alright, then we're going to chain 2, skip the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, put a double crochet in the 5th one, and then we're going to put 1 double crochet in the last 2. Alright, and then you can fasten off because we are done. We are so done. So, I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. If so, go ahead, leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future weekly content. Don't forget to check out the blog. I do have patterns that are coming out slowly but surely on the blog. I think the most recent one was my houndstooth headband. It was really cool. So go ahead and check that one out. And don't forget to check out my other social media as well. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. I think everything but Snapchat. So until next time, happy making.